I'm Brittany at Fairfax Pilates. We are excited for today's workout, so grab your mat and let's get started. Hey guys, this is Brittany here from Fairfax Pilates, and I am going to take you through a very quick, short and easy foam rolling workout here. Well, not so much workout as it is just some stretch and restoration. So all you need is a mat and a foam roller, and let's get started. All right, so we want to begin on our back. I'm going to start on my lower back, and we're just going to sequentially just go through all the body parts. We're not going to take too long to do this. Keep in mind the intent is not to do it so long that it stops hurting, as that probably won't happen. We just want to stimulate some blood flow and some oxygen to each of the areas so that we move a bit more functionally. This is a great thing to do at the beginning of your day or certainly before a workout. So lower back is where we're going to begin. We do not want to roll over the spine. You want to get on your lower back, but tip off center. So we kind of get on just like the meat or the muscle on my left side of spine. Hands are on the ground behind. I'm going to lift my bottom just enough that I can put my body weight into the roller. I picture my spine and my back like the road, and your spine is going to be the two yellow lines in the center of the road. You don't want to roll on the yellow lines. You want to roll on one side of the road only. Okay, so we do that a little bit, and then I'm going to tip my body weight over, and we're going to roll the lower back on our right side. Now, I am rolling from about just under my lowest rib, right over my waistband of my pants. Now you can definitely get down a little bit lower so that you roll right on top of your bottom. Okay, definitely not on that tailbone in any way, right? Okay, so that's all you have to do. Then I'm going to put my bottom down. I'm right in the middle, and I'm going to put my elbows down on the roller itself. Again, I'm lifting my hips and I'm tilting. So now I can roll my mid-back muscles. Depending on your level of soreness, you may need to keep your butt down. And then perhaps you find a tender spot, you can just stay, and we just sort of turn left and right. And that is enough to do the same thing as actively rolling. Okay? We, again, don't want to be going for pain. We just need to stimulate a little bit of blood and oxygen to that area. Okay, butt down, turn over to the other side, and then now again from ribs to roughly bottom of shoulder blade is where I am going. Okay, now butt is down, hands go behind the head. Now opening the elbows wide, now create sort of this cage so that your spine is protected. So lift your hips, and now I'm going to roll straight over the center here because my shoulder blades are taking the majority of my body weight. I'm not rolling on my spine. So I can feel it here on the muscles here in my shoulder blades, my lats here mainly. Okay, so just a few times. You'll notice right away if this is a tender place or not. All right, then we're going to put our butts down. I'm going to keep my hand behind my head, and I'm just tipping over. Now I've tipped so that my armpit is just beyond the edge of it. And then I'm going to get back out. It's like you're just sort of flirting with the idea of being on your lap there. Side. And then the other side, of course. Now this can be unexpectedly tender. So just be careful. Don't want to roll onto your ribs here. Okay, see, and that is enough. Now, my favorite part is to place the roller under the back of the neck like the world's best pillow. So just comfortable the rest of the body, and then you just tilt your head right and left. Now, a little tip for everybody there. If you have a headache, or if you feel a headache coming on, and you're able to do this for a few minutes, your headache will almost certainly go away. If it's a tension headache of any kind. If there's any tension or tenderness at the base of the cranium here, at the base of your head, then usually that is something that can be alleviated with some of this myofascial release. So enjoy that. This should feel really nice. Okay, all right, let's move on. So, sticking with the back side of the body, I'm going to move on to my calves. So, I've got 1 foot down, bent knee. This is going to help me be able to move. And I'm going to get my roller down as close to my foot as I can. Now, again, I'm going to be twisting. I'm going to be skewering so that I feel all the muscle fibers, okay? So, I'm going to lift up, and I'm basically rolling towards my knee. And then I twist, and I roll towards the knee. So this allows us to roll all the different fibers of all the muscles in the lower leg. Okay, now I don't have enough range the way that I am here to get that completely from my ankle to my knee. So I'm mostly getting the lower part, and then I'm going to just reposition just a tiny bit. So now I can get up closer to my knee. Don't forget any of the parts. Okay? All right, same leg. We're going to bring that guy up just behind the knee. So we're going to roll our hamstring. Same idea. So we're going to point the toe out, roll it up towards the butt, back down, turn it in, and repeat. We have 3 muscles in the back that comprise that hamstring. So you've got to keep twisting your leg to roll over all those fibers. Just a few times is all it needs. You're just trying to get some blood flow there, and then our body knows what to do. Okay, that's it. Taking it over. Let's get the opposite leg. So again, starting down near the foot. Turn. So you can do some in parallel, some with your leg internally rotated, some externally rotated. Just make sure you're sharing that love there in all 3 directions. I'm always surprised how tender my calves are, but they carry me around all day, so I guess they're earning it. Okay, and I'm going to move it up a little closer so I can get back closer to the knee joint. Now, just as a warning, if you have any part of your body where you get tingling, you get hot pain, that's typically associated with touching a nerve. We don't want to roll on that, so if you happen to hit one of those spots, little hot spots, just skip that area, okay? So I'm just twisting my whole leg so that I can get those hamstrings. All right, now I'm going to sit on the roller, okay? So I'm going to take my left leg and bring it up so that I'm figure 4ing my leg. Now, since my left leg is up, my left hand is down. And I'm going to tip into that hip joint and away. This is typically quite tender for most people, so this is sort of a little warm up before we roll, and this may be where you stop. This might be enough. All right, but to what you can tolerate, you tip and then you roll. So you're getting that outer line of your hip. In a perfect world, you want to get, a 5 or 6 inch stripe that you can roll, aiming for the top of the hip down to where the butt and the leg meet. Okay, and again, that's it. Not a crazy amount of time on that. I'm going to turn around. Same here, right hand down, right leg is up, and we just tip and out. Tip. You may find that one side is considerably more sore than the other. That again puts you in the just like everybody else category, me included. Okay, and then just to what you can tolerate. Once you tip, you begin rolling. This is sometimes an area where you get a hot spot, so just be cautious here. If you find anything that is tingly, shoots down your leg or up your back, we're going to not do that. So you're going to stop maybe just before that spot, or maybe you just find a spot that's tender but doesn't give you any of that reaction. Maybe just hold it. All right, perfect. So that is the back side of the body. Now we're going to do the front side of the body. So lots of, we got 4 quad muscles here in the front of the thigh. So we have to do that same twisting to achieve the same result here. I'm going to begin with my thighs on the roller. Now look how wide my feet are. I have that intentionally because as I pivot, I'm going to be able to get into my inner thighs much better. So, forearm position, pivot both feet to point in the same direction, and I'm going to drag myself forward like a little military crawl here on my forearms all the way to my knees, and back. Turn the legs, and again. So you just keep repeating that twisting. Now, as you twist here, the more that my leg is wide, it's going to get down by that knee joint. Okay, you've got a lot of muscles that are down there, but your adductors, those inner thigh muscles, pull right into that knee. So, roll those guys. Okay, now, the anterior tibialis is the front of the shin. We're going to roll that as well. Place your knees right up on top. Hands are down, and we're going to pull towards our arms and back. Bonus, you get a little bit of core work here. So same, I'm going to pivot my feet, pull in and out, and then other direction with the feet, in and out. Just a couple of times. Good. Now, I like to add this in. It isn't technically a foam roller stretch, but it's a nice little modified yoga position. Tuck the toes under, and then put your body weight back over your heels. So this stretches all the fascia of the feet. Since we're doing some fascia restoration, this is a nice little thing here. So maybe hold to what you can do, 15 seconds to 3 minutes. Okay, make this your own. If you want to hold this longer, just want to show you. So all the fibers in the bottom of the feet are getting a really lovely stretch. You don't want to be forward. You want to have your body weight back here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and straighten up those legs. We're going to finish with some stretches here. So I'm going to just stagger my feet, 1 foot forward of the other, and my legs are going to be straight, and I'm going to take my body down so my hands rest on the roller. Now, if you can't get all the way down to the roller, you can certainly just put your hands on your hips and hinge forward. If you can make it down to the roller, we're going to begin to walk the roller forward and hang here. So you get a really nice stretch through the forward leg, and then you roll it back. Come on up, Let's switch. Square up the hips towards that roller. Come on down, hands connect. And if you can, you're gonna roll it forward. We get some shoulder extension here. And then just breathe. And then you come all the way back. I always like to end in that screaming toes position where your weight is back here over your feet. So you can end now, you can stay as long as you like, but that is a quick and easy foam rolling sequence that you can do and should do as often as you can. Every day would be great, or at least before your workouts is sufficient. So have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.